up to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go, some wanna see me fall down.
Indeed, some want to see me going up.
God, please don't throw away me.
While some want to see me going down.
What I need is so great.
This is a song that always bring us on the radio on the Saturday afternoon like this.
Like counting on me. So many people are watching.
Beautiful gospel song by Calvin G. Adams.
Some wanna see me fall down.
One of Liberia's best gospel musician, female gospel musician.
Throw away me.
Which is Calvin G. Adams.
You want me to?
The song is called Grease.
I need so great.
As a matter of fact, I'm your Saturday's presenter on the show The New Beginning. I'm here every Saturday, that's 12 to 1:30. Bring the show The New Beginning. To be precise, or precisely the education aspect of the show, right?
Yeah, the children of Israel.
Today happens to be 4th July. The month is July. Today is the 4th.
The next day.
The year remains 2026. One may say Happy Independence Day to the people of the great America. The great United States of America.
40 long years.
Today make America 250 years old. Or years older.
All alone.
All I grow old.
Going through.
When you say you ugly, you get somebody that ugly more than you. So we say Happy Independence Day to our brothers, our sisters, our friends, family members who are there in the diaspora, to be precise, in the Americas. We say hats up to you. Today you celebrate your Independence Day. Ours will be on July 26th in Monrovia. Folks, the name is Rufus Berry. I'm here again to bring you the education aspect of the show, The New Beginning. So join me on Kia FM 95.9.
Because of them he was denied entry to the promised land. He pleaded with the Lord, Lord, I'm begging you. I've labored for so long, from my youth to my old age. I was wrong and now I'm weak. Please let me to the promised land. And the Lord said, oh Moses, I shall behold it. One life each shall not enter. I have said it, that is final. Oh, he cried because of you, Lord, children of Israel. Never was in vain, my suffering was in vain. It was because of you I couldn't fulfill my destiny. It was because of you I'm gonna die without a faith in burial. Oh, people of God, let us pray for grace. Oh, Jehovah, grace for coming. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my pastor. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my fellow artists. Do what you want us to do, what we need. Oh, Lord, I'm needing more grace, more grace. Lord, I'm needing more grace, your grace. Without a grace, no one is worthy. More grace. Without a grace, we can stand in your presence. Your grace. Lord, I'm needing more grace. to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God, please don't throw away me. Do what you want me to do, what I need. Oh, Jehovah, grace for coming. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my pastor. Oh, Jehovah, grace from my fellow artist. Do what you want us to do, what we need. Oh, grace to make heaven. Oh, heaven is what goes to heaven. So many people depend on me. So many people look up to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God, please don't throw away me. Do what you want me to do. What I need is so great. So many people depend on me. So many people look up to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God, please don't throw away me. Do what you want me to do. What I need is so great. Lord called Moses to lead the children of Israel to Canaan. That was a calling of responsibility. That was a calling of denial of himself. Yeah, the children of Israel, they didn't appreciate the work of Moses. One day it's out of complaint, the next day it will be regret. Because of their stubbornness and of disobedience, wandered in the wilderness for 40 long years. All alone it was Moses going through all the struggle. All alone it was Moses going through all the fasting. All alone it was Moses who was denied of the dream of pleasure. Yet only God was complete, complete, complete. Oh, grace. They complained and rebelled against him till they caused Moses to sin, but he was angry. That's what man can do. They make you angry. Even the ones you least expect you can make you angry. And because of them he was denied entry to the promised land. You see that with the love for the begging you. Labor for so long, from my youth to my old age. I was wrong and now I'm weak. Please let me to the promised land. And the Lord said, oh Moses, I shall behold it. But life it shall not enter. I have said it that is final. Oh, great. He cried because of you, Lord, children of Israel. The labor was in vain, my suffering was in vain. It was because of you I couldn't fulfill my destiny. It was because of you I'm gonna die without a faith in burial. Lord, I need in more grace. Your grace. Without a grace, no one is worthy. More grace. Without a grace, we can stand in your presence. Your grace. Lord, I'm needing more grace. Without that grace, no one is worthy. Your grace. Grace to make heaven. Grace to forgive. Lord, even those who hate me.
Also the grace to forgive.
To take one day at a time.
One day at a time. Let's take this time to worship God.
Many people look up to me.
Because too many people look up to one another in the family, in the generation.
Some want to see me go.
Some do not want to see you going up.
Even if I
They just want to see you flooring on the ground, flourishing all while.
what you want me to do, what I
But
need.
once you trust your God,
Oh, Jehovah,
things gonna be okay.
come here. Oh, Jehovah, pray from my pastor,
So it's always good to pray for your pastor, pray for your bishop,
for my fellow at
pray for one another, pray for your fellow church members.
peace. Oh, grace to make heaven. Heaven.
18 minutes down, 12 o'clock, where I sit here. I sit and broadcast to you in a heartbeat of Monrovia. So let me say good morning to you.
So many,
Let me say good afternoon.
so many,
Let me say good evening.
so many people.
All depending on where you're getting us from,
There you go.
or where you're getting me from.
Some wanna see me fall down.
Some want to see me going up, while some want to see me going down.
Me to do what I need.
But it's so good to see somebody going down. It's a good thing.
But depend on me. So many people look.
So let us say how's up to you wherever you are, and welcome again to the new beginning on Kia FM 95.9.
Wanna see me go. Some wanna see me fall down.
Like I said earlier,
If I fall,
how's up to our brothers, our sisters, family members, friends, fans, sympathizers
what I
who are there in the US.
need go.
Today you join the rest of the guys there in the USA to celebrate
Lord God must
the birth
children of Israel.
and foundings of America.
Was a calling of responsibility.
Say kudos to you, the man,
Was a calling.
the great Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Though you are no more, but your legacy still lives on.
Of Moses. One day is that a complete
That's you, Christopher Columbus,
regret.
the man who discovered the USA.
End of disobedience. The one not in the wilderness for 40 long.
So happy birthday to you,
All alone it was
America.
go.
Today you turn 250 years.
All alone it was Moses going through all the fasting. All alone it was Moses.
So I'd like to say happy birthday to you. When also today happens to be your birthday, we say happy birthday. If you are bereaved, we say sorry. We say condolence. Our condolences go to you and your beloved family as you guys are in this difficult moment. All we can say, take it all to God. He's the problem solver.
What man can do, they make you angry.
Today having to be your wedding anniversary, let me say happy wedding anniversary to you. If you're also getting married, say congratulations. Today having to be your graduation ceremony, we say thank you for the good work done. Thank you for the academic sojourn, making your family proud.
From my youth to my old age, I was strong and now I'm weak.
If you're not feeling too well in your body, let's say speedy recovery. Whatsoever way the situation is, what I want to encourage you this morning or this afternoon, so say give it to God. Nobody can do it for you, right?
He cried because of you. Oh, children of Israel, labor was in vain, suffering was in vain. It was because
Jesus is the problem solver.
of your mind.
Just because of him,
It was because
all of us can fulfill our destiny.
faith in burial.
So
Oh,
whatsoever way the situation is this afternoon,
great,
or it have been to you in your little corner,
great, oh, come,
just continue crying and praying to God.
Jehovah, great from
He will definitely gonna answer your prayer.
oh, Jehovah, grace from my fellow active
So let's learn to pray for one another,
to do.
not to tear one another apart.
Yes,
This too is Liberia. Someone say when you point your finger at somebody, remember the remaining four are pointing back to you, telling you that what goes around, the leg that comes around.
Lord, I need it.
Do not look for the negative of somebody.
Your grace.
Always pray for the positivity.
Oh,
And when the person is being positive,
grace.
you are glad. Who knows, the next day or the next time might be yours.
Grace.
Do not pray for the bad side of people. You
Grace.
can pray for one another.
Let our grace we can stand in your presence.
So it's Greece, carving against Adam, the Liberia's Spaniards, gospel female musician.
Lord, I'm needing more grace.
So today we're going to look at
Without your grace, no one is worthy.
the teachers with that of the student, as we say, the education aspect is what we can always bring to you for our side of the show, the program, The New Beginning. We've been discussing lengthily all of the time when we come here on Saturday. We bring you adequate of different discussions.
Even those who hate me, oh, you take one.
And we must commend you that can always bring in your inputs,
None
that can call, make your concern,
look up to
your presences feel heard.
people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go. Some wanna see.
So today we're going to be looking at our friends, the guys we schools administrators hire in the classroom to teach the children and also the students.
Jehovah, grace.
How we're going to be looking at them.
Oh, Jehovah, grace from my past.
Which one of them? So this is the way we're going to be looking at them.
Ah.
Between the student and that of the teachers,
Oh, what you wanna
who do you think is responsible
please, oh,
for the growth of one another?
make
Of the child coming up, do you think it's the teacher
what
or the student is responsible for his or herself? You think the student is responsible for his own feeling or progress, or do you think it depends on the teacher? If you say it depends on the teacher for the child growth or for the child well-being in a classroom, what do you say is the work of the teacher? If am the child of the students.
So many people depend on me.
Also give us reason why you say so.
So
I
many,
don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying.
so
Let me go over it.
many me.
Somebody say, let me do a re-over back again.
Oh, someone
Sorry, so let me go back.
down. Even if I fall, God please don't.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm grateful again to God Almighty for the gifts of life. Again, I'm here. I'm not better than those of my colleague or people who have died. I know we are all stranger here, and but we pray to God for the grace. So I'm grateful that I can have life to breathe the breath of life, that I can come back again to play my parts. So at this moment, we want to give God the glory, and we thank Him ever so much for giving us life to breathe His beautiful breath. That I'm here. And so, Father, in the name of Jesus, again, I say thank you for life. Thank you that I can come again at this junction to say, that says the Lord. I'm not here with my own will. I am here because you have given me the strength. And so I'm grateful. I am not better than anybody. The dead, those that are sick. I believe my case is worse than theirs. But your grace is carrying me through. Give me the knowledge to perform what I want to do because I can't do it on my own. Guide me and carry me through. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen and amen. So, folks, like I said, the new beginning, I'm the Saturday's presenter, and I'd like to say thank you to the host, Mr. Manuel H. Winder, there in the US, the brain behind this program, the man Christopher God-fearing King, who is here on Friday, that's Friday without a Sunday, and I'm the Saturday's presenter. So I'd like to say kudos to you, Mr. Manuel. You're there in the US today, happens to be the US Independence Day, and I just spoke with you, and thank God you're doing great. So I say thank you for bringing us here to at least try to do what we can do, though we don't know it all and we're still learning. It's a process. But we say thank you for giving us that privilege. God comes first, God is everything into it. But again, we say thank you. You and your family there in the US, we say thank you. My friend and brother Christopher God-fearing King, I also say kudos to you and all everybody. You that are beautiful listeners, those of you that can always turn into Kia 95.9. You're supposed to be doing a different thing, but when we come here, you put your radio on, you tune into us, and you make your inputs. Nothing we have to give to you, but we say thank you. We say God is with you, and we acknowledge you that always tune into Care, not even when we are here, but it's a radio station that gave us or give the Liberian people the platform so that you can they can bring the factual information. So we say thank you for giving us your listening ears. Thank you for giving us always sending in your views. As when we discuss it, we lay the basis of the discussion, and then we open the lines. You always coming up to help us, so we can like we learning from one another because no man is an island, and nobody knows it all. So on that note, I say thank you again. Like I said, the name is Rufus Berry, and welcome again to the new beginning. This is the Kia FM, Kia Radio 95.9. We're talking to you live and direct from around the UN Drive area, right opposite the BTC barrier, or you see the Grady Allison High School, or adjacent the Raditown Market, anywhere around there. Ask anybody for the Kia's family, they will locate you. Even a small child, a little boy on the road, when they get Kia Radio, you will bring you there. So again, let's talk, but let's take this break. Let me lay a few bases. When you are calling, please stress away from your receiver. Don't be beside your radio. maybe because you want to listen to yourself, or the fact that you call, you are already tuned in. A lot of people are listening to you, and you on the radio. You don't have to hear yourself. So just away from the receiver, and please do not beep. Don't flash us. Just send me message if you don't want. Maybe you don't have credit on your phone. And let me also commend the quiet or silent listener who always play the listening role and just check down points, critique or evaluate the announcers or the radio people on the radio, but they don't make their inputs. We commend you. That's your choice. That's your opinion. You choose what to do. We also say hats off to you. Thank you for always playing the listening role. Though you always been quiet or silent, but we say hats off. You are making always you are making us proud also. So this is it. School will soon open. Those schools have closed. And September, as you are aware, school can always resume. We don't know whether the Ministry of Education will give parents uh, a little break, to look for fees to say, oh, maybe school will open in October. I just assume you are, and I mean, I'm saying anything. Don't say the radio say. Okay, so we don't know because things are tough in our Liberia sector or sector where we are right now. It's not about government who doing the better thing, who's not doing the better thing. It's about what we think we can do for ourselves to put food on our table. So the only thing we can do is to just get on our knees in our very closets, go to church, tell God thank you, and keep praying for the betterness of Liberia. So it's not an issue of I'm better than you or you better than me or who is better than somebody, but what we can do to make ourselves better, what we can do to make the country better. Yeah, because on the country field we feel. So it's not about book, learning the best of book, getting all of the degrees, but what we can do to put our country on the front part, on a map, to say this is Liberia again. Yeah, so that's why I always say I am not a Liberian because I was born in Liberia. I am a Liberian because Liberia was born in me. Yeah, I'm proud to be a typical Liberian. I'm not a citizen because I was born here. I am a citizen because citizenry was born in me. So are you keeping or are you thinking about such development? Because maybe God put me here. I don't know what been God put me here for. So the country we're looking at this, the country are looking at that, and you can name them. There's a reason why the woman put you and myself here. And probably your time has not come so that you can rejoice. But for the fact that he's still breathing his breath, thank him, like I said from the Genesis, because your time will surely come. So, folks, welcome. We want to look at, as we were saying, we pray and hope that maybe the ministry will think that way to say, oh, certain things are kind of tough. Let's give the parents from now to October to look for money for their children, to send their children to school or to the best of schools so they can look for money, work around, look around. But we normally knows that school open in September, which we are exact and that school will open in September. But we are just saying if they would think that way, just for you, the parents or the guardian sponsors, to do more turning around to get your child or your children fees or school fees. So on that note, again, I would like to say between the students with that of the teachers, who do you think is responsible for the growth? Yeah, you think this the teacher is responsible that when a child feel out there, if the child shall leave the school or left the school and go to face society, maybe the child graduated from the school and that man is not doing anything to find his way out or her way out. Do you think it's the cost of the teachers, or you think the child or that student is responsible, that person is responsible for his or her own failure because the teacher have did what they can do or what they could do. Teacher took the time, you left your house, you went to the school, and he gave you all of the ring and file. Everything the Ministry of Education says in the National Teachers Curriculum, say the teacher should teach or teach you, the students. The teacher visited the book, the curriculum, and took all of the required lessons from that Ministry of Education say he or her should teach you. And the teacher did his or did hers. And you, the student, you sat in the classroom, you did everything. Listen to the teacher. Now you left the school, you call yourself graduate now, a prospective graduate, walk out of the walls. You're no longer in 12, but you're out there and you're not succeeding. After you learn a book, because we say education is the key to success. Who do you think you can blame that you as a student, you are not doing well for the society? Everywhere you turn, you already educated, but there's no progress. Do you blame the teachers? Why you blame the teachers? If you also blame the student, why? Who do you think is responsible for the failure of that child or the students who sat all of his days in the classroom or her days in the classroom? You know, some of the students or some of the children, they can be in the school from ABC to 12 grade. Some of them from 3rd grade to 12 grade. Some of them from 4th grade to 12 grade. Some of them from 6th grade to 12 grade. And you name them. You just name the rest, go along. But that child sat there, assuming from 2nd grade to grade 12 in a school, not teaching her school or his school. And you hoping that all of the years that guy made in the school or that person made in that school, that student was taught everything. And he or her left the school, went out there to face society. But everything he does or that person, do out there, nothing can come out, nothing good coming out. Are you saying the teacher never played his part in the classroom? The teacher wasn't competent? Do you blame the student himself or herself for such, for not doing well in the society? Do you think that his or her family behind it, as we can say, village people? So let me take this short musical break. When I come back, then I'll go over the talking point and I'll open the lines.
So many people look up to me. So many people are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God please don't throw away me.
So folks, this is it. The lines. I'm about to open the line. So as I said, let me go back. Welcome again to the new beginning. And this is the education aspect of the show. Let's look at the teachers with that of the students. The students left the school and they are out there fixing society, walking from one end to another end, looking for a job. And there's no way. To this office, to office X, to office Z. And he walk or she walk all day, no job. Even if you get a job, they take you from off the job. They tell you maybe you're not capable, you're not worth the job. The question now here is, why are you telling the child that they don't worth the job? You think the failure of that child depends on himself, herself, or the teacher who taught them all day, all while, from grade 2 to grade 12 when they were in our school, from 6th grade to 12th grade when they were in certain school. Do you think the teacher was responsible? The teacher was not teaching say lesson. The teacher was incompetent. The teacher never knew his or her subject matter, because some of the teachers have been hired in the schools. They don't have control over such subjects. They tell the school or they told the school that they can teach. And when you put that teacher in the classroom, there can be noise. So you felt that the classroom management of that teacher was not observed. That's what leading to the child being not successful. 0777-959-959, 0777-959-959 is the number you can call and for us to have your seat. Let's hear you. 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Let's hear you. And who do you think is responsible for the failure of the child or the students? You blame the teachers. If you blame the teacher, why? If you blame the student, on what occasions, or on what method, on what circumstance are you blaming that child? The child is a high school graduate or a college graduate. But as a college graduate, you expect that person to be doing something better. But you see, the person is a kind of a battle. Yeah, dusty. I know a college graduate whose name I don't want to mention here. The person is selling flashlight battery. And for every time that person will sees me, the person can want to, get away. But I understand life. I will say, but why are you? I'm gonna say I'm a human being like you. I'm not better. Come on. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. Myself can sell. I sold kerosene those days. I sold Kanyan when Kanyan used to be Kanyan. Yeah. I remember putting clothes in wheelbarrow, Red Waterside Market, holding the wheelbarrow, selling Tonga Flare. I mean, so why will you be selling and when you see me, you always going away like, I don't know. We are human. Maybe that's what life bring for you. And so I would talk to that fellow and like the person who are going away, I don't want to use the word running away, they are somebody better. And that person will be encouraged. That person will smile. And we will sit down now and we start talking some experiences in life. You can't blame anybody. So I don't know whether somebody listening to me can call me. The man or the woman or the boy, the girl, the person have graduated from college. But the thing you expect yourself to do as an individual, you're not doing it. You see yourself different place. You blame yourself for where you are, or you blame your teacher. Call me on 0777 959 959 0777 959 959 0777 959 959 is the number you can call and let me hear from you. Like I said, while waiting for the call, let's be talking. Those days are so kind. I saw kerosene. And my dad used to tell me, you gotta sell the kerosene so that we can add up the way you get and pay your fees. Maybe your lunch, recess. Something I wouldn't want to do, but looking at the circumstance, the condition, the situation, I would have to. I was even out of school. I still used to sell. Even when I was in school, I was still selling. So it's nothing. Yeah, it might seem somehow we are human beings, but what can you do when you are look left, right, and you can't see it? You look right, you just don't want to do anything contrary. Yeah, like maybe stealing, go corrupt. You want to wait for your time. So who is responsible for the failure of the child or the person, the students? Who is not succeeding after you spend all the years in the school? In fact, you the long stay student in that school. You in a school from grade 2 to grade 12, from grade 1 to grade 12. In fact, even from nursery to senior high level. But here you are, since you left, nothing had come. Is the teacher responsible for that failure of that child? Or is the child responsible for himself or for herself? 0777 959 0777 959 is the number you can call and be a part. Let's hear you. Let's hear you, folks. 777 959 is the number you can call. Let's hear you. As you will make your input. Who you think you will blame if you are not succeeding as a student? You blame the teacher or you blame the student themselves. 0777 959 0777 959 0777 is the number you can call. Let's hear you. Maybe just tuning in, you listen to Kia FM 95.9, broadcast to you from around the UN Drive area, right around the Raleigh Town Market. And program you're listening to is The New Beginning, the education side. Sometimes we'll bring you the bread side. Sometimes we'll bring you the religious aspect of it. We'll bring you the social side of the show or the program. But today, let's discuss education. Let's talk about our students. Let's talk about our teachers. Who you think responsible for the failures of the children? Many a time we blame the students. Many a time we also blame the teachers. Many a time we blame the school administration. But who do you think is the real cost? You blame the students? If so, why? If you do blame the parents, the teachers, on what instance are you holding them responsible? 0777 0777 959 is the number you can call. And let's hear you. Let's hear your seat. Let's hear from the house's own mouth. Who is responsible for the failure of you, the child, or the students? Who's responsible for the failure of the student? You blame teachers? Do you blame the students? And Either of those individual, if you blink, tell us why. Let's take this very first caller. Let's hear you. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, my dear brother.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Melvin Dolaikel, joining you from Timothy.
Okay. I guess you're following.
Yeah,
Hmm.
first we thank God for life given us to see this wonderful day that men and riches men we never wanted to see, but they was unable this morning.
Sure.
Yeah, pertaining to education around the world,
Hmm.
let me first refer to my country, Green Coast of Africa. The reduction of education in our country, the responsibilities of our parents and teachers. My brother, Orange Cat, oh, my brother, I tell you for sure, we will hold our teachers very responsible for the failures of our our children,
Okay.
our brothers, and our sisters who are learning on the jurisdiction.
Okay.
Am I clear?
You live. You live.
If you may ask me, or if I may ask myself why they are responsible, because the reason is that they know very well that the children are the future leader of this wonderful country.
Mm-hmm.
So if they are teaching our children
Okay.
in the way that they themselves will never lived,
Hmm.
they should have their self blame. Because today, tomorrow, what they learn, they do not teach our children, and they are not teaching our children, our brothers and sisters. Some of them are leaving from the high school, they're not even able to read common friendly letter. That's a shame
Okay.
to our education sector. That's a big shame.
So, have you experienced some of them, or you just saying it on experience basis?
I have a great experience.
Okay.
Just like one of my fiancées in Ganta, according to her, she's a high school graduate, but she allowed to be controlled by mother. If, for Christ's sake, if I go to school in a complete high school, I do not have to listen to my mother to control me and throw me out of relationship that I am very child for. It happened to me.
Hmm.
So I came to myself, I asked her, I said, how do you get the high school? Did you not read biology, or did you not read religion, education? Oh, my brother, I will appeal to my brothers and sisters who are teaching our children, our brothers and our sisters. Please, let them forget about the money conscience. The money conscience will make the Madingo, the Fuladis, they will send their children to school. At the end, they will become the head of our nation today. I'm not praying for that. I'm just setting an example.
Okay.
So please, my brother, this message, this show is highly appreciated. I will always turn to it. Please, we are not taking it without them, but let us please them that please the lesson that they are teaching our children, let them teach it well. Let them forget about the money difference and think about the country's future. Please, accept that far, my brother. Thank you for the show.
You're welcome. So, teachers, you blame the teachers on the Genesis of his statement, if I got him, and the next one he says, you should forget about the money, forgo the money, and teach the children for the benefit of the future. That's what he says. Into it all, he said. Those are the key points. 0777 959 959 0777 959 is the number you can call. Let's hear you too. Let's hear you. Who do you hold responsible or blame between the teachers with that of the student? You heard the caller. He said uh, the teachers should take the blame because they are not putting themselves in a way they should as a teacher. So definitely they should take the blame. As a matter of fact, go to the teaching fee, go there with passion. Go there with passion. Forget about the money. The money will come. You go in there because of what recommendation. You go in there to make yourself, to make your name. So you should not go there that because they are not giving you certain amount of money, uh, you are not good because, like he said, some of them they are not teaching what they were taught. They're using another method, like they want to pay debt. Yeah, want to pay debt. They are not teaching same materials because if they're doing so, you won't hear such things every now and then in our country, especially Liberia. 0777 959 959 0777 You tune into Kia FM 95.9. Program listen to is the new beginning, and there's the education side of the show. Let's hear you. Who you hold responsible? Who should you blame for between the teachers and the student for the masses failure of the students? You hold the student responsible if the students have left school and gone to face society, go to face uh, the country, go to face the community, and he or her is not producing what it's supposed to produce as a student, as a high school graduate, or perhaps a university student. Like you heard him, there's no component. Some of them do not do good components, right? No, they don't compose well. Their composures are not well. They're not good. They don't do a good friend a friendly letter like you call him. So then how are you calling yourself a universitarian or a graduate, of maybe high school or a college? So in that aspect, who you hold responsible? You say the teachers or the students? You think the student is being held responsible or the teacher? Why? 0777 959 959 0777 959 959 is the number you can call. 777 959 959. I got 1 minute to 1 minute to 1 o'clock and 1:30 according to day. 1:30 we call it a day. So you just have to give me your inputs. Let's hear you because uh what you will see here today is what we will go by, is what we don't know who's following this radio. We need your inputs, we need your ideas, we need your thoughts. Somebody can rely, somebody can listen to what you say here and make the difference. Maybe where in the person were going, wrong from what you see, that man or that woman or that person can learn from you and do better. So when we come here and we say, let's share idea, we don't know it. Yeah, nobody knows it all. So we need your input. We need your courage. And, your words of encouragement, your ideas. It can help us. It helping other people out there. And there are a lot of challenge. There are a lot of challenges out there. You know, and I know, and we all know, especially in our education sector. It's not the way it should be. Yeah, students are not progressing, students are not doing well. Let's why the teachers, let's why even the schools administrators, they are not doing well. Why are you not coming in? Why can't you hold a gavel and go to the ministry of education? Your child was in a school and your child has come up, maybe your child failed that school, or maybe your child made a progress, in a school, but you know that certain things were not going on well, but you're still keeping quiet. You're not telling us. How will we know? So call me on 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Let's hear you uh, on Kia FM 95.9 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Let's hear your say. Who will you hold responsible between the teachers, that of the students, for the masses feeling of that child? Is the teachers to be held responsible or the students? 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. If you hold the teacher, why? If you hold the child or the student, why? So as like while waiting for the call, like I was saying, the school year has ended, and students are now going from their various homes uh, to go to their various relatives to spend some time, as we normally call it those days. Spending time. I'm going to spend time to my uncle place or to my auntie place. Yeah. While others' parents are with them, they're not spending any time, but they will be there, go for enrichment classes, vacation classes to maintain themselves because of the outputs that child outputted during the school year. So no spending time for you. I know some parents saying such. I know some children are not spending time because the way they presented themselves during the school year, their presentations were pulled. But due to one way or the other, the school just fell some way for them and they got them promoted on a condition basis. Such a time, such a condition. So for that reason, say a parent is saying a child is not playing, he or her is not going to spend time or not going for vacation to maybe somebody's one of some of the relatives, but they will stay home, go for enrichment classes to be there until school can opens. I don't know if some of you parents are also doing that, or you have had some of the experience because bulk of you parents have not been on those various school campuses. So that's why you guys are not calling because it will interest you to know that the moment you go on our school campus, maybe September is school reopens. If you will go there September to pay your child's school fees, it's just like the way some of us do not go to church until New Year's Eve. That New Year Eve day when you go to church, you finish singing all the praise and worship song, dance all the song, then just and I they end there for church. So it's the same with the parents, us the parents, or you the parents. You go to the school, pay the child or the children fees, and when you exit that campus, you don't go back there until the next year when you go in there to pay the fees. It's wrong. So you don't know what is happening or what happened on the campus or what because you've been absent. Even when they call for the parents and teacher association meeting, you don't go. You send the big ones, go for your brothers' grade sheets. And then that person will just go sneak around the campus. He or her will not even sit for the PDA meeting or be there as soon as they finish doing all of the talking, the discussants, finish having all of the latest discussion talking about the school, the 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 children, the way the children can behave, teacher talk, all of that. As soon as they finish, then the person will just go to that relative of their sponsor and I come for student SYC grade sheet. And that person that you send, you say the big person in the house will not give you any information. But because you can get your lay fees and pay it for the children, all is well, as you say. But a lot of things happen at your back or behind you on a school campus, between your child and another child in a classroom or in a school. And because you are not the parents that can go on the campus of your child or your children, some of the students too or the children too, they are quiet. They don't tell you things. Oh yes, they don't relate until where maybe somebody say want push shall come to shots. That's how some of the children look like. They lack uh, the issues of relating to their parents. Some of them are shy. So you only know it maybe when somebody and the child in the school, the person bring complaint. Oh, that what is happening to the school? Or that what student, XYZ did to your child. Then you wear your arm out. You go on the campus, maybe the next thing you see carrying police. So it's good to check behind your children. That's why you send them to that school. The reason you doing that business, you doing because you say you want to see the best part of the child. So if you sacrificing yourself as a parent just for your child to enter in that school, why you can also sacrifice to take 1 or 2 days? Because I know PTA meeting can be called every day while they're in school. So we must commend the parents. You're doing well, yes. But on the other hand, you're supporting the child, your own child. And on the other hand, let also say kudos, a big kudos to you parents that are always on your child back to back. Whether they home, you check in on them, they off campus, you check in on them, they on campus, you there, making sure that the right thing is done. Even if the child is the kind of person who wants to sport, you are on their campus every time, making sure they're in classroom. And not just making sure they're in class, but you get the child's teacher's number and you call in to even check on that teacher, asking for your child. Is another plus for you that are special parents. And somebody say, give the flower when they are alive. And so you take the flower. I don't know you in person as a parents. But I just want to commend all of you that are in such category. Because with that, there will be nothing strange that your child will bring home that you won't know about. Because before the child come home and say, XYZ that teacher X said, you already know, because before the child bring that maybe citation home or that lecture home, the teacher already finished contacting you maybe via the phone, through text message, or giving you call. And so the child only coming there to just maybe go over that discussion, but you already in the know. Why? Because you are the kind of parent that do your background investigation. You goes on the campus, whether the child is there, on a Saturday like that, or maybe when school over, the child already home, but you stay on the campus to make sure that the teachers, they're doing the right thing. Such parents have come to say, continue doing what you're doing. You're not doing it for even a child, but you're doing it for the sake of that school. You're not even doing it for the sake of the school, but you are also doing it for the community that school is based in. Not so much because of that community, but you are doing it for Liberia at large. Oh yes, you're on your path. I wish other parents could be like you. Join you in a fight. And like that, you are also helping to put the teachers on path. Because you're checking on the teacher. The parents are doing such. Come on, because I'm talking, I'm waiting for your call. 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. Your calls are waiting for, so you can call me. It's just because you're not calling, that's why we giving you this basis. But they are all important. Must commend you, parents who are in such habits, checking on their child, checking on the school campus. You're giving that school the right to do the right thing. But if you're not there, the school will just do automatically what is not right. Are you aware that some of the children even go to school, they leave on the school campus, they go home with no lessons? Oh, yes. But who are you to check when you don't have the time as a parent? In fact, even the study class teacher you hire because you don't have time is not also doing his work. That person is not doing justice. You're aware that there comes a time where there will come a day or a time where your child will hold you responsible. The child agree that you pay the $1 million on the school campus. But guess what? You're not checkmating that child or the school. Who tell you that the money is everything? Who told you? Are you doing your evaluation as a parent? The school you send the child, where your child going to, or where your children are attending? In the very first place, you should know the relationship between that school with the community. Some schools are just coming up in the community and they're bringing in the working uniforms. You like it, so you send your child there. Yeah, I like the child. The school uniform is too fun. When you see some of the school uniform, like I said to you the other day, they just these nurses, and the bankers, the tellers, guys who work into the various banks. And if you are not even careful, you see some of the children in the uniform, you even call them teachers. Because the way, and some of the children can dress. Apparently, they dress well, to admit. So if you see them in a uniform, you refer to them as teachers because of the school uniform. The uniformity of the school matters because you are not doing your evaluation as a parent. So your child dresses well, leaves the house, go on campus. If he's even on campus, you don't know. Or he's on a campus, but he's presenting himself well, or they're presenting themselves well. It's not your business because you take your job more serious than paying attention to the school or to the children. And some of you parents are also in the habit that if the children is not doing well or isn't doing well on the campus, when they feel end of the year, you change their school and send them to another school and not just stop there, but they should take different classes. It's wrong. And that's the same thing we're talking here. Who should we blame? Should we blame the teachers or the students? When your child was in school this, or your child was in school A, and they didn't do well the year ended, that child failed. Or you send your child in school B or in school C, and that child did not go to take that failing grade or class they failed in, but you push the child one step ahead. You say that love, but you're hurting the child. You're hurting the society. You're hurting the community. You're hurting Liberia. And these are some of the reasons today that we still find students at a level where you hear it from the color that is not composing himself in a course. His subject verbs agreement are not together. Red letter, they are not they, they are not doing the right thing. Another color call say a person in his house. He say he has somebody in his house, and the person say they are high school graduates. But guess what? If the person send when that person receives message on their phone, the person carry the message to him to read the message to tell him what the message says. But yes, that person is a high school graduate. Every time besides call, but when messages get on the phone, then that person carry the message. Sir, please help me. What the message say? Please help me read this message. So the question is then how you became a high school graduate. Parents, you are involved in such situation. You fail to plan. And once you fail to fail, you can't do it. You gotta be prepared in everything you do. That's the beauty of life. Everything part of life. If you can't plan to fail, you fail to plan. You will not do yourself justice that your child will fail in school. A, you send your child in school. B, then you say your child should take different class. When they ask you, you say, well, the school gets problem. They agree the school get problem, but you as a parent, when last you ever went on our school campus? When last you ever visited our school campus and then to carry on your own checkmating, to ask few questions, ask some of your child or your children classmates about what you heard about the school, or go to the school authority, and explain to them your dissatisfaction about certain things. That's your right because you pay your fees. They are obligated to answer you every questions you want to. You want to ask them. But everything we just mute. And we want everything to come from the blue sky. At the end of the day, then we blame the society, we blame the government. The government is not doing this. The government is not doing that. 0777-959-959, 0777-959-959. I'm still here taking your calls. Call, let's hear you. It's 20 minutes past 1 o'clock, like I said, 1:30 I order here. So I get roughly, let's say, 10 more minutes to go. So you can call me on 0777-959-959, 0777-959-959. This is an educative discussion we're having on Kia FM 95.9, and just all about talking about school business education. As we all know, education is the bedrock for our society. Somebody say if the man learn, he learn for himself. But if the woman learn for the whole family. What's your say to that? You believe that? So we are strongly basing on you, the parents. Parents, you need to do your best for your child, for your children. Because everything you do, you are doing it because one day you will not be around. You will not be by your children forever. Your children might leave, and go fix the society for themselves. And you will be old in your house, or probably you will travel, or who knows, God may call you home. God forbid. So the preparations you're doing for them now, it depends on how well you're doing it. It's true. You spending your last on your children because you want to see the best from all of them, which is good. It's a very good thing. It must be commended. But are you doing it in a way that even in your absence, the child or the children will say, yes, my mother wanted to see the best. My dad wanted to see the best. And that's why I am the best. But are you doing it just when you pay the fees and then you turn your back? What happens? What don't happen? It's just not your business. That's hampering you, hampering the child. You're hampering the school, the community, and the country at large. This person say, please call your number, your own number. Okay, so let me just call my own number because I will soon leave the show. Maybe you have your school. You want to invite me there to do one or two questionings. 077, I'm calling my own number. Maybe you want to take my number. 777. Sorry, that's not 777, but call me on 0779 95552. Yes, that's my number. 0779 another 955 524. That's my number. 0779 955 or better still call me on 0886 not 886 but 888 159 676. Those are my own numbers. Silent listener, quiet listener. Somebody will call and say, I've been following you. I know that what they can do. But it's good. It's always good, to follow the radio, maybe, and you can make your inputs later. So, like I said, I think you got the number right. You that were requesting for my number, these are my numbers: 772 149 0772 149 0779 955 24 0779 955 24 0888 159 676 0888 159 676 0772 149 0779 9 triple 524 0779 9 triple 524 0779 9 triple 524 0772 149 0772 149 0888, that's 888 159 676. So those are my numbers. You can call me to talk on your education business, school business. Let's talk. We want to come on some of these school campuses and talk with you, do business with you. Yeah, maybe your school is to a certain extent. You want students, and you certain problem. You want a media. Some of you already, you know, already not like to see journalists anyway. But it's good. It's always good that the press people be around. You can say, my man, I want. You can be my press man, and, you know, you can be the journalist for the school, and trust me, I won't mind. So those are my numbers. You can call me. We can be your mouthpiece, there to relate, give all of your informations that you want for your school. Find a press club. I know some of your schools got press clubs. Some of the schools still striving. So you can call me on any of these numbers I just announced to you. 779-955-524. 0779-955-524. 0772-000-149. 888-159-676. So those numbers are all available. You can call me on any of them. It's the best time for us to sit and talk because school closed. You on your campus, you carry on registration processes, and so you can call me. We'll come there. We talk. Okay, so it's good. A girl called the other day. I didn't take her number. She said, I think it's a striving lay school in the Broadway area, district number 17. I wanted to talk. I wanted to go on campus, but I actually forgot that day. I didn't store the number, so it's I'm hoping that maybe you will call me back. Not today now because I'm like already almost all the time. Yes, I will soon be exiting, taking my exit because it's like 128 in studio and 1:30. I have to call your date. So I've announced the numbers. 888-159-676-772-000-149-779-955-24. Those are the numbers you can get me on, and we talk. I know some of you now start carrying on your school registration process. You're inviting teachers now. Vacancy for teachers, we can do that. And there are other activities. Okay, we can do that. So I'd like to say thank you again for the time, the KS family, you, the caller, the listeners. This is the program, The New Beginning. And my name has been Rufus Bearing. God's grace, God's wording. I'll talk to you will be next Saturday by His grace. Until then, I'm out. This is a song that taking me home. It's a song that also brought me forth on the program, The New Beginning. Until then, bye-bye.
Do what you want me to do. What I need is progress. Lord called Moses to lead the children of Israel to Canaan. That was a calling of responsibility. That was a calling of denial of himself. Yeah, the children of Israel, they didn't appreciate the work of Moses. One day it's out of complaint, the next day it will be regret. Because of their stubbornness and of disobedience, wandered in the wilderness for 40 long years. All alone it was Moses going through all the struggle. All alone it was Moses going through all the fasting. All alone it was Moses who was denied everything of pleasure. Yet only God was complete. Oh, grace. They complained and rebelled against him till they caused Moses to sin, because he was angry. That's what man can do. They make you angry. Even the ones you least expect to can make you angry.